Welcome to Part 4, the conclusion of Shifting Perspectives, Embracing Healing, Cognitive Reframing as a Therapeutic Tool for Grieving Spouses. I put together some suggested viewing tips. I should have done this for the very first video in the series. My apologies for forgetting that. It is recommended, if possible, that you watch the series in order. You may wish to use a pen, journal, or notebook, since each section concludes with a set of self-reflection questions. If you find the content to be insightful, please consider liking and sharing the video, as well as subscribing to the channel. In doing so, you'll be helping my channel to grow, as well as supporting me in my mission for others who have lost their spouse. Creating the content requires research and time, and your help is greatly appreciated. I've tried to research and reflect the information provided as accurately as possible. Please be kind. I do welcome suggestions for any corrections, as well as the request for any additional content in the comments section. When responding or beginning a post in the comments section, please be aware and respectful of everyone else's grief journey. Humanity greatly needs to react with more kindness and compassion. Before we begin Part 4 of this series, I need to let you know that I am not trained or certified in any area of mental health or grief counseling. Like so many other grieving spouses, I am merely researching alternative coping methods, other than prescribed medicines, to assist me in navigating my own grief journey. The information I'm presenting today is from my own research and is obviously not a complete method of grief therapy, but an introduction to potentially one piece that could add benefit to processing and healing while we move through the grief process. I am a strong believer that our minds contribute greatly to any healing process, and by choosing wisely and using our knowledge, we can greatly facilitate our healing journey. Grief is one of the most complicated and challenging things most spouses will struggle to deal with. And by recognizing that we may not be able to heal completely on our own, we are taking one of the most important and courageous steps in proceeding forward with our grief journey. If, after watching today's video, you feel as though cognitive reframing may be beneficial to you in navigating your own grief journey, please speak with your physician for assistance in finding a wonderful therapist who has been specifically trained in the use of beneficial therapeutic tools and who also has proven and reputable experience working with grieving spouses. Welcome to Cognitive Reframing as a Therapeutic Tool for Grieving Spouses, Part 4, the conclusion. In Parts 1, 2, and 3, we looked at the definition of a therapeutic tool, the definition of cognitive reframing, and we began looking at the common emotions experienced by grieving spouses that cognitive reframing may help. We went over briefly guilt and self-blame, loss of identity and self-purpose, fear and anxiety about the future, loneliness and social isolation, and last, difficulty adjusting to new roles and responsibilities. As we begin Part 4, the conclusion, we have two more common emotions to take a look at. Let's get started. Another common challenge for grieving spouses are triggering memories and emotional pain. Triggering memory refers to a specific event, image, sound, smell, or any sensory experience that elicits a strong emotional response, often linked to a past traumatic or emotionally charged experience. These memories have the power to trigger intense emotions, such as grief, sadness, fear, anxiety, and anger. Triggering memories can be vivid and overwhelming, taking the grieving spouse back to the original event or situation, even if only momentarily. Special songs, familiar places, and specific dates may evoke memories of loved ones. These memories can bring both joy and sorrow. They remind individuals of the love and connection they shared with their loved one, while also serving as reminders of their absence and the pain of the loss. Cognitive reframing involves shifting the perspectives on these triggering memories by helping grieving spouses to view them as opportunities to cherish the positive moments shared with their loved one and to celebrate the love and joy that were experienced together, rather than viewing them solely as painful reminders of loss. Shifting perspectives allows grieving spouses to focus on the meaningful aspects of the memories and to find comfort in the special connection they had. Cognitive reframing helps grieving spouses validate their emotions surrounding these triggers. Reframing allows grieving spouses to acknowledge that it is natural and normal to experience these emotions instead of suppressing or judging their feelings of grief or sadness. Grieving spouses come to know that it is okay to accept their emotions without judgment. Grieving spouses can work towards creating a safe space for processing and healing. Cognitive reframing empowers grieving spouses to view their emotional journey as a testament to their resilience and strength. Reframing encourages grieving spouses to recognize the growth and personal development that can emerge from facing triggers and processing emotions. Reframing thoughts to focus on the capacity to heal and adapt helps cultivate a sense of empowerment. Cognitive reframing helps grieving spouses release any self-blame they may carry about experiencing moments of grief or difficulties. Reframing encourages grieving spouses to challenge thoughts that suggest that they should have moved on or gotten over their loss. Reframing allows grieving spouses to reframe their beliefs, to embrace self-compassion, and to recognize that healing is a gradual and individual process. Cognitive reframing allows grieving spouses to explore and then develop coping strategies to navigate these triggering moments. Reframing encourages identifying healthy coping mechanisms such as mindfulness practices, seeking support from loved ones, and engaging in creative activities that foster emotional expression and healing. Cognitive reframing helps grieving spouses to find balance between honoring the memories of their loved ones and embracing their present life. Reframing thoughts that seem like moving forward is a betrayal helps grieving spouses to acknowledge that it is possible to hold on to the love and memories while still embracing new experiences and new relationships. Cognitive reframing empowers grieving spouses to view triggering memories and emotional pain in a more positive and growth-oriented lens. By embracing this mindset, grieving spouses can navigate these challenges with greater resilience, self-compassion, and the understanding that healing is a continuous and evolving process. For further exploration, these questions are meant to encourage self-reflection and introspections. Please feel free to explore these at your own pace and in a manner that feels comfortable. Journaling can provide a safe space for expressing thoughts and emotions, gain insights, and promote healing throughout the grieving process. Question number 1. What are some specific memories or triggers that consistently evoke strong emotions related to my spouse? How do these memories make me feel, and how do I typically respond when they arise? Question number 2. How have these triggering memories evolved over time? Have their emotional impact changed, and, if so, in what ways? What coping strategies have I used to navigate these triggers? Question number 3. How do I currently view these triggering memories? Are there any thoughts or beliefs that contribute to the intensity of my emotional response? How can I reframe these thoughts to find greater comfort and healing? Question number 4. What support systems or resources have been helpful in processing the emotional pain associated with triggering memories? How can I continue to seek support and understanding during these challenging moments? Question number 5. In what ways can I honor and cherish the memories of my late spouse while also holding space for healing and growth? How can I balance embracing the joy of the past with the acceptance of my present reality? Negative self-perception and low self-esteem can be significant challenges for grieving spouses, especially when they internalize feelings of guilt, blame, or inadequacy related to the loss of their spouse. Cognitive reframing offers a powerful approach to help address these issues and foster a more positive self-perception. Here are some ways cognitive reframing can be used to address negative self-perception and low self-esteem. Cognitive reframing involves recognizing and challenging self-limiting beliefs that contribute to negative self-perception. For example, a grieving spouse may believe that they are unworthy of happiness or that they are solely defined by their loss. By reframing these thoughts, grieving spouses can recognize their inherent worth and acknowledge that their identity encompasses more than just their role as a grieving spouse. Cognitive reframing encourages grieving spouses to focus on their strengths, accomplishments, and resilience in the face of loss. By reframing thoughts that minimize their abilities or resilience, they can nurture a more positive self-perception and develop a sense of empowerment. Cognitive reframing encourages grieving spouses to challenge thoughts that lead to unfavorable comparisons with others. It helps them focus on their unique experiences and recognize that everyone's grief journey is different, freeing them from the burden of unrealistic standards. Cognitive reframing involves celebrating progress, no matter how small, and recognizing the steps taken towards healing and growth. By reframing thoughts that dismiss achievements or progress, grieving spouses can develop a more balanced perspective of their journey and acknowledge their capacity for growth and resilience. Cognitive reframing helps grieving spouses reduce their dependence on external validation for self-worth. Instead of seeking approval from others, they can reframe thoughts to acknowledge their intrinsic value and worthiness as individuals, independent of others' opinions. Cognitive reframing allows grieving spouses to cultivate self-acceptance by challenging thoughts that perpetuate self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy. It helps them embrace their emotions, imperfections, and vulnerabilities with kindness and understanding. For further exploration, these questions are meant to encourage self-reflection and introspections. Please feel free to explore these at your own pace and in a manner that feels comfortable to you. Journaling can provide a safe space for expressing thoughts and emotions, gain insights, and promote healing throughout the grieving process. Question number 1. How do I currently perceive myself in the context of my grief journey? Are there any self-limiting beliefs or negative thoughts that contribute to my feelings of inadequacy or low self-esteem? Question number 2. What are some specific strengths, qualities, or accomplishments that I can acknowledge and celebrate despite the challenges of grief? How can I reframe thoughts to focus on these positive aspects of myself? Question number 3. In what ways do I compare myself to others who may not be experiencing the same grief journey? How can I challenge these comparison thoughts and embrace the uniqueness of my own experiences? Question number 4. How do I practice self-compassion and understanding during difficult moments in my grief? Are there any thoughts or beliefs that hinder my ability to offer myself kindness and empathy? Question number 5. How can I shift my focus from seeking external validation to recognizing my intrinsic worth and value as an individual? What steps can I take to foster a more self-affirming and self-accepting mindset? I want to thank you for joining me in the exploration of common emotions experienced by grieving spouses that cognitive reframing may help. Please remember that the grief journey of every one of us is unique, valid, and deeply personal. The emotions experienced during this time of loss are genuine and should never be invalidated or rushed. It is essential to recognize that healing from grief is a gradual and evolving process. Seeking support from a therapist or counselor can be invaluable in navigating this journey. The content provided for common emotions experienced by grieving spouses that cognitive reframing may help is intended as an informational resource, offering a brief introduction to the cognitive reframing technique. Cognitive reframing can be a powerful tool to support grieving spouses in processing their emotions, adjusting to new roles, and fostering self-compassion. However, it is crucial for you to remember that this content in these videos does not replace the personalized guidance and expertise of a qualified mental health professional. Working with a therapist provides a safe and supportive space to explore your emotions, receive tailored strategies, and engage in a comprehensive grief healing process that is designed just for you and your journey. As you navigate your grief journey, know that there is no right or wrong way to grieve. Your emotions are valid, and seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Be patient and gentle with yourself, and remember that healing takes time. Please reach out for support when needed. And remember, you are not alone in your grief. My hope is that the information presented here serves as a stepping stone towards understanding the potential benefits of cognitive reframing. May it inspire you to seek further support and guidance from a professional to continue your healing and growth. I've been Sissy. With compassion and care, I am wishing you hope, light, and love. Until the next time, my friend.